I'm Dr. Michael Manos. I'm the head of the Center for Pediatric Behavioral Health at the Cleveland Clinic. Whole green coffee powder is actually the whole coffee bean, but without any processing. Whole green coffee powder delivers caffeine in a way that's different from the way people generally get caffeine, which is through coffee extract. The delivery of caffeine is slightly different. We recently published the results of our study, and the study design was a particularly unique one. We only used 14 subjects, but we had each subject act as their own control in what's called a withdrawal design. That is, sometimes people got whole green coffee powder, sometimes they didn't. But they never knew when the capsule contained whole green coffee powder and when it didn't. This withdrawal design is very useful in studying the effects of a new product, for example, or on a limited number of subjects to see what can result. The uniqueness of the design is that each subject acts as his or her own control. That is, the fundamental basis of a scientific study is that you change only one variable at a time and keep everything else constant. This is one of the most elegant ways of doing it. In order to study the effects of whole green coffee powder, we decided to work with a group of individuals who were most likely engaging in academic study. So the ages of the participants were 18 to 25 years. The main interest was in the executive functions of these neurotypical individuals. That is, they were individuals who didn't show evidence of some other psychiatric disorder. We were not just interested in studying the effects of whole green coffee powder on the executive functions of the brain. That was the primary target of the study, of course, but we also were interested in the participants' subjective account of how the capsule and whole green coffee powder made them feel. Virtually all of them reported that they had a sense of well-being, that the whole green coffee powder, the capsules, not only improved their alertness, but made them feel better. The intention of our study was to examine the effect of whole green coffee powder on the executive functions of the brain. Executive functions typical to individuals who are engaged in academic work. There are three executive functions in particular that we looked at. The first is working memory. Working memory is the ability to remember things for a short period of time. It's like if you have to go to the grocery store and you have to remember to get eggs, bacon, and milk, you can do that. You can use working memory to do that. The second executive function we were interested in is sustained attention. How long can you attend to a particular task, especially an academic task, in order to get it done? The third one that we were interested in is called response inhibition. It's the ability of a person to stop themselves before they do something that's impulsive. In all three, we found a unique pattern. Whole green coffee powder consistently improved working memory. This is something that is demonstrated previously with other caffeine products, but in a very strong way here. The second is sustained attention, which most people would call alertness. However, sustained attention significantly improved using whole green coffee powder. The last result, that is response inhibition, indicated that whole green coffee powder did not have a profound effect on response inhibition, keeping somebody from doing something impulsive. At any rate, then, what the study shows is that there is clearly an effect on executive functions, and these executive functions are primarily the ones associated with the kind of brain work we do with academic study. This is actually one of the more interesting studies that we've conducted in our clinic. The availability of a natural substance that assists executive functions is a very useful and helpful accommodation. Many individuals have used caffeine for centuries, even thousands of years. And at the same time, what we're discovering in this product, whole grain coffee powder, is that the executive functions are actually enhanced, and enhanced in a particular way. On top of that, people have reported their subjective sense of well-being. Whole grain coffee powder just doesn't deliver on executive functions, the two especially that we identified in this study, which were sustained attention and working memory, but it seemed to give a sense of well-being. And people noticed when they were taking the whole grain coffee powder